This is Council President Mike Sareini of this edition of Council in the Community, and we're here today at our Dearborn Administration Center joined with Mayor Hammoud. Mayor, thanks for being with me this morning.
Thank you so much, Council President.
We are here because we just finished a press conference regarding the flooding, and as you know, Mayor, when you came on, and myself, I was really concerned about water building up in people's basements. We had early signs before you came to become our mayor in 2017, 2018, where I called for an independent investigation because residents were coming and saying water's coming up in their basement, we're getting standing water in the streets, and more importantly, this was with only 2 or 3 inches of water. Now, everyone knows what happened in June 2021 with the devastating floods. And then when you were elected, we started the process of going through an actual study and bidding it out and coming up with the vendor. So I know today it's all come to fruition. Yeah. Can you give us a little bit of ideas of where we're at today now?
Absolutely. So today we've already invested or are currently investing over $25 million in improving the ability to reduce the likelihood of flooding in the city of Dearborn. So to date, we've invested about $25 million.
Right.
So we've done many things. We've added rain gardens to add capacity. If you go to Moore Circle, you can see that we converted 24 easements into bioswales.
Yes.
They actually hold 40,000 gallons of water every rain event, which is phenomenal. That's our pilot. Our hope is to get that to 1,000 easements in the city. We have a line called the Colson-Palmer line. Yes. This is a 12-foot line, 2 miles long. We found out that over 50% of its capacity is offline. And so we're actually going through now to clear out 50% of it. It's going to add about 4 million gallons of capacity back to our system. And that should have been there.
And that's already there.
That's already there.
Right.
These are doing the basics right.
Yeah, this is just maintenance.
Correct. With the support of council, we're launching a 4-person team to go through and clean out the 11,000 catch basins we have in the city with one of our Vector trucks. That's to ensure when it floods, sometimes you see it pooling in the road. People are like, why is water pooling into my street? Right. Well, there's a lot of dirt and debris in that catch basin preventing water from going down.
That's correct.
So we're going to clear those out over a 2-year period. Then we have a few short-term major projects. In the short term, I mean 1 to 3 years. These are adding pumps to Baby Creek and to Miller.
Right.
Essentially what this will do is when we have a heavy rain event, the pumps will allow us to push water out of our system faster into the Rouge River. When you talk about the Rouge River,
yes,
we cleared out 50 log jams.
Yes.
That added capacity, we will drop the water levels 1 foot,
right,
but now water is moving through our city 70% faster.
Yeah, and the key, Mayor, is a lot of people don't understand, that's what I was saying earlier, is that this is not just a Dearborn problem. Correct. I mean, it depends on where we're situated. We're getting these log jams coming down from other communities, coming down through the river. So
correct,
this is a regional and state problem, and that's
absolutely
why we're looking at a comprehensive program on what can we do.
On the long term, what we're looking at is adding capacity,
yes,
and clearance. You want to move water through the city faster,
right,
which is where the log jam removal helps out.
Right.
On a long-term horizon, we have 5 projects that OHM identified.
Yes.
These 5 projects will cost roughly $400 million. Will take us north of 10, 15 years to commence and conduct because it'll impact 800 acres across the city of Dearborn, all 4 corners of our city.
That's right.
And we're actively seeking the funding to get that done without having to ask voters to increase the taxes in any capacity.
Yeah, that's very
So we're going through the grant option. We have a few earmarks already in the congressional budget, thanks to our U.S. senators,
yes,
thanks to our congresswoman. And so we're working around the clock to figure that out.
There is a way to fix everything. But what we have to do is there's not a silver bullet. There's not one thing that's going to just stop everything. Correct. Like you said, the bioswales, the stuff that we're doing to retain water. And what we're doing is trying to find places to put water so that it could go in the proper places in a smooth transition and it doesn't end up in a person's basement.
Absolutely.
And that's the key. And as you indicated too in the press conference, we are a Tree City USA.
Correct.
And we are, for the first time under your administration and the approval from the council, of course, we are giving easement trees for free and no charge.
Private property.
And even on private property. And we used to charge them $175 a tree. And the tree does pull the water out and
holds thousands of gallons of water.
Right.
And to your point, sometimes it's every time we dig up a parcel of land, there's also an opportunity to store water.
That's true.
The perfect example is Peace Park West.
Yes.
When we constructed, that was 2 acres of gravel and cement.
Yes.
It now stores 60,000 gallons of water underground, and that water doesn't just sit there. and naturally filters and runs through the irrigation system to keep that park looking beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a full cycle of utilizing the water to its best ability. And so for us, that's always the opportunities that we're looking for, about whenever we're digging up anything, what more can we do to hold some water, to alleviate the flooding concerns, and to build capacity across our city.
Without question, Mayor. And like I said, under your administration, when we had before, we did have residents that lost trust in the fact that that this got out of hand, even though it was a 100-year storm. Could we have done more, right? And I think today, they're seeing the results that we are being proactive. We're not just, this is not a campaign issue. This is an issue that we know, we live here, that we've seen, I mean, you helped me empty out my mom's basement in the Springwells area. I mean, the water was flooded, and so we've been working together, and I think that the people do see it. The residents see that we're trying to be proactive, and like I said, it is a comprehensive program. It's not one thing that will fix it, but we are on the right course. So I do think that things will be much better, and we've seen that already with with water being reduction. And as you indicated, the maintenance. It's just like anything in your home that if you maintain it, it will provide a better resource for you and get this water out of the people's basements, and more importantly, and as well as the streets as well. Mayor, thank you so much for taking time under your busy schedule and being here and doing this press conference to let the people know that we are working forward and moving forward for a better Dearborn, of course.
Thank you.
This is Council President Mike Sareini of this edition of Council in the Community.